What's up everyone, it's time to check out Corsair's newest mouse. Just released to the market, the Glaive is aimed directly at FPS players. Let's take a look. So the Corsair Glaive, when I first heard about it I was a little unsure whether I'd like it, firstly because of the modular side grip, plus I normally prefer small mice and the Glaive is massive. Opening up the box, the Glaive comes included with two spare thumb rests. The first is sloped, which reminds me of the one found on the Logitech G502, and the second is much like the stock one with rubberized grips. We'll talk more about them later, and also in the box you get a handy little carrying case. Priced at $59.99 in the US and £69.95 in the UK, it certainly has a premium price tag. So the big question is, does it perform? Its shape, the Glaive, isn't as unique compared to some of Corsair's other mice. It's very safe, just a gradual hump on the back with an aggressive slope at the front. The left side slopes in at your thumb's gripping point, and the right side is fairly flat with a tapered edge aiding grip. The left and right clicks are fairly wide but have subtle comfort grooves, indicating that the mouse has been designed for users with larger hands. Weight, the Glaive comes in at 122 grams, not including the cable, way more than what I normally prefer. Even so, if you love heavy mice, you'll be glad to know there's fantastic weight distribution. Dimensions, the Glaive is large, length 12.6 centimeters, height 4.4 centimeters, and its gripping width is 6.6 centimeters. I found the mouse very substantial in my hand. Ideally you're going to have fairly large hands to get the most out of this mouse. My hands are 18 centimeters in length. That said, I found the mouse very comfortable to use, especially over long periods of time. The mouse is finished with a slight rubberized coating that seems very durable for a rubber surface, but unfortunately over time it will show signs of wear and tear. Checking out the buttons on the left side, there's two very unusual forward and back buttons. They stick out further than I've ever seen on any mouse before, plus they have an extremely long travel distance, way past their actuation points. On the top of the mouse, the left and right clicks feel okay, there's a fair amount of play. That said, they do get the job done, but I found it hard to burst fire with the Glaive's left click due to its clicks not being very well defined. The scroll wheel has a decent amount of tactile feedback, with button 3 being a little hard to press in, but it gives off a nice tactile bump. The DPI button is neatly tucked behind the scroll wheel, and I never hit it by mistake. There's also a strip of lights on the left side indicating your current DPI setting. One feature with the Glaive is the modular thumb grips. You can choose from 3 different ones. I personally prefer the flat textured grip. Only trouble with these grips is they leave a gap between your thumb and the side buttons. While testing, I found the side buttons difficult to use, the back button not so much, but the forward button I have to take my thumb off the rest to use it. Not ideal at all if you use these buttons while gaming. It's not all doom and gloom though with this mouse, far from it. Yes, I've moaned about a few things, but Corsair have nailed one super important thing with this mouse: the sensor. Once again, Corsair's custom PMW3367 is back, one of the best sensors on the market. While gaming, tracking was excellent with zero skipping. The mouse seems to perform well at most DPI settings, as the sensor has no native DPI. Corsair's custom version of the 3366 sensor could not be faulted. I can't even make the sensor spin out no matter how hard I try. While gaming, I only wished that my hands were a little bit bigger to really see the Glaive's potential. You've got to have about 20 centimeter plus hands to use it comfortably for FPS gaming in CSGO, in my opinion. The mouse's lift-off distance was a little high at its default setting. Jumping into the Q software, I was pleased to find the option option to adjust the height was there. On its lowest setting it's no higher than 2mm, which is perfect for gaming. Speaking of the Q software, Corsair's software integration is the best, although the Q software can be a little daunting for new or especially casual users. First of all, you're able to create several custom profiles within the software that can be stored on the mouse itself, great if you ever use the mouse on another computer. The Actions tab allows you to fully customize the buttons with single keys, full macros and media controls. Lighting effects are limitless. Each one of the 3 lighting zones can be customized separately with various effects including rainbow, color shift, color pulse, and lastly a single static color. You can also sync the mouse up to all of your other Corsair devices. The DPI tab allows you to not only customize each 5 steps of the DPI button found on the mouse, but you can assign a sniper button if you like. It's also nice the software lets you choose very small increments as well. Performance has all the angle snapping and enhanced pointer options, but more importantly 3 levels of lift-off height. Surface calibration allows you to tune the mouse to a particular surface you're using, whether it's a hard or soft mouse pad. And lastly, there's the option to save everything to the mouse itself. Rounding off now, the Glaive seems like a solid choice for casual and veteran FPS gamers with big hands. Ultimately, if you're looking for a big heavy mouse, the Glaive could be the mouse for you. It's let down slightly by the strange modular thumb rest design and not so well defined left and right clicks. That said, the most important features are there, namely the awesome 3367 sensor, and you should be more than able to rack up those kills when using the Glaive. The final score for the Glaive is going to be a silver award. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. My name's Mark from SilencedTech. Goodbye.